All right, welcome to Locked On Heat, your daily podcast on the Miami Heat. I'm Wes Goldberg here with David Mill. However, you might be tuning in on YouTube or on your favorite podcast app. Thanks so much for making Locked On Heat your first listen every day. Today's episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. First time users can receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100 with promo code Locked On. That's prizepicks.com, promo code Locked On. We are recording this after the Heat beat the Celtics 128-102, and this one felt like the Heat sensing an opportunity to stomp out whatever remaining hopes the Celtics had and bury them under a 3-0 series lead, and that's exactly what they did tonight. A collective effort, 6 guys in double figures. They led by as many as 33 points. Fourth quarter was the white towel being waved. Nothing but garbage time. This, to me, David, was the difference between the Heat and the Celtics. The Heat have the urgency. They have the focus. They smelled blood in the water. They punched the Celtics in the mouth, and the Celtics folded. And I thought we'd see more fight from Boston, and we didn't really see that. The Heat did not let up, and more than X's and O's or adjustments. And we can talk about that stuff, and we will talk about that stuff. But what to me sticks out the most in this game is that state of mind that the Miami Heat had, that urgency, and the Celtics just being soft. They were just simply soft, and they folded under the pressure pretty early.
It's unbelievable to think about how Miami has continued to progress for the course of the season and to show their continued belief in themselves. If there was one common theme from the post-game press conference, is how much they spoke about the doubters, but internally, within the locker room, from each other, knowing the work they put in, the belief from Erik Spoelstra trickling down to each and every player, knowing that they'd get their opportunity at some point, and that once they did, they'd be able to step up and produce at a high level, never doubting themselves like everybody else did. And it's just manifesting with every game. And you're right about Boston. They were there, and down 15 at the half, and Marcus Smart scores, gets an and one foul call in his favor, cuts the lead down to 12. Miami responds, and not only do they continue to respond, but they pile on and add 3-point shot after 3-point shot. By the end of the third quarter, they're up 30. That sense of urgency manifesting in that one quarter, where Boston's spirits were just absolutely broken. They couldn't seem to match Miami's level of energy at any point. They tried, they gave their effort, whatever effort they could have, and it was just falling short on every occasion. And the Heat just sensing an opportunity here. It's such a great way of phrasing it. They just refuse to just. I don't even know how to explain it.
Well, they've been in this position already twice in these playoffs with an opportunity to end the series early before Game 7, and that's what they've done every single time. Being a higher seed in Milwaukee Bucks, the number 1 seed in them, and the higher seed in New York Knicks, both teams with home court advantage, just like the Celtics had. And they go into Boston, they go up 2-0. I think everybody was pretty surprised that they were up 2-0. You know, you and I both picked the Heat in the series, but to be up 3-0 right now it's unbelievable, and it's an amazing story. I do want to talk about the turnaround of the Heat season, and a lot of players and Erik Spoelstra were asked about that in the press conference after tonight's game. But in terms of just the effort level, right? Like, just poor execution stuff. I mean, this is why the Heat have gotten to this point in the playoffs. Is they have a game plan, they execute that game plan, right? They understand the assignment going into all these games. They know where it is that they want to poke their opponent's defense, and they poke and they prod, and they get to the spots that they want to get to. They've got just plan after plan. I think about Jimmy Butler, for instance. The Celtics went out in this game. They scratched the double big lineup. Derek White back in that starting unit. If they go small, and I actually kind of thought they played with some verve. They played with some juice early in that game. They were switching better and more effectively. They were kind of getting into more of those shots. I thought their shot diet was much better than Miami's for like the first 8 or 9 minutes of this game. And then and we thought that maybe it would work, but the Heat just kind of kept at it. They kept at it. They started getting to the shots that they wanted to get to. The Celtics obviously went back to a double big lineup in different pockets of the game, and Miami had ways to exploit that. The Celtics come back out in the second half, go back to Derek White in that starting lineup as was expected, and then you've got Jimmy Butler who's like, okay, you guys are going to stick with this? Cool. And he gets Derek White in the switch over and over and over again. And forces Joe Mazzulla to call a timeout, take Derek White out of the game, puts Robert Williams back in. What do? They start attacking Robert Williams in that drop coverage. They have their plans for everything. They are so well coached, they are so well prepared, and they're just not letting up. They're still closing out on those 3. I think being up 30 points and they're still closing out hard. They're still like, not as hard, but like better than where the Celtics
They
were.
could afford
for
to
most
take
of
their
the
foot off the gas again. Absolutely, they weren't doing it. And again, it's that 15-point lead at the half. You think to yourself, hey, we could be comfortable.
Where's the,
Right.
where's the Celtics run going to come? It's got to come some. At some
It
point.
just didn't. They were broken. After the game, I was sitting in one of the Celtics post-game press conference with Joe Mazzola saying, I just have my team prepared. It's on me. This is my job to get them ready to play. Celtics players talking afterwards saying that the Heat are a much better team. They're just more aware of the what's at stake here. We're not playing with a kind of effort and intensity. They seem absolutely broken. Now, you can go listen to Locked On Celtics about that, but as far as Miami, what they've done well.
But they look, a lot of the conversation is going to be the Celtics bleep the bet, that the Celtics gave up, that they quit, and that they are a failure and a disappointment. And all those things are true. But what needs to be factored into that formula is the other team that's on the court with them. And I think the Heat have done that to the Celtics. And this is not new. This isn't new stuff. This is what kind of shook them in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. And I do think the Miami Heat have a way of just sort of getting in their head. Like the Heat are, they follow Jimmy Butler's lead. And Jimmy Butler is going to let the emotions come out when he wants them to come out. He's going to play hard. He's always going to be the hardest. He always says his strongest ability as a basketball player is how hard he plays. None of the other stuff I really know. That's what he always points to. Where the Celtics, I kind of felt like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown disappeared in this game. And it feels like the Celtics followed their stars lead. And that's like you could just start at the top of these rosters and say, okay, the Boston Celtics are the deeper team, and they are. Like I think they are the deeper team. They were the better team in the regular season. They had 13 more wins in the regular season than the Heat did. But in these moments, Jimmy Butler just tends to step up. And Jason Tatum, in these playoffs, he was awesome in the playoffs last year, Tatum was. In these playoffs, he has tended to wilt when they've needed him. Outside of that 151-point game, and against Game 7, and then to me, my lasting image of this game is Jaylen Brown just losing Duncan Robinson on several three-pointers in the third quarter and back cuts and all these things. Just for Duncan Robinson, these teams have played each other now 3 times out of the last 4 years in the Eastern Conference Finals. Duncan Robinson has been a part of all of them. And you would think, and so is Jaylen Brown, and you would think that he would know the scouting report on Luka Robinson, and he just clearly either doesn't know this report or does not care about the scouting report, and is ignoring them on an Eastern Conference final stage, and that's just not the kind of thing that you're seeing from the Miami Heat. They were the team that were playing like they were down 2-0 in this game.
Yeah, certainly the sense of urgency, the intensity there, but it also looks like they've just evolved. They've continued to grow. Bam Adebayo, I think, taking a leap in this series as well, being much more aggressive at points there, not just being aggressive, but looking to just kill whatever Celtics player was on hand. A fantastic spin move on Brown that sent Brown falling to the floor. Had a soul-crushing dunk early on a lob from Duncan Robinson, who was playing point guard today with 4 assists. He was amazing in his short
Spinning and kicking.
Yeah, he was really, really effective. Okay, we'll get to this in the next segment when we talk about the players that stood out.
But it's a bigger point, too.
They've evolved, they've grown, they've changed. They took the hard lessons from last year's loss and said, you know what, we're not going to be content with just getting to 7 games in the series. We're going to be better than we were. Not only have they matched whatever energy Boston could have at any point throughout the game, but they still passed it. They've responded at every opportunity. And now they're 3 games to none in the Eastern Conference Finals. A game 48 minutes away, basically, from entering the NBA Finals. 149-0. That's the record across NBA history for teams with a 3-0 lead. So it looks like Miami clearly going to the NBA Finals at this point in time.
It's a commanding lead. I mean, it's literally, when you are up 3-0, you go to the NBA Finals.
Especially when you add Boston going through it. And I like that your point here, because it's not just that Boston's played bad, it's that Miami has taken advantage and made them look bad in Boston, who've been the better team.
The Heat's big thing is, we're not going to beat ourselves. That's the Miami, that's how they've gotten this far. You know, the three-point shooting was a big reason why they won this game. 54% from the three, and that's an enormous thing. We're 26% for Boston. But like I said, Boston was just sort of giving up, like, they were getting the shots that they wanted, and Boston wasn't really getting the shots they wanted either, so it's not just make or miss. A lot of that are the kinds of shots that both these teams are getting, but I also like that the Heat have embraced the fact that the Celtics knocked them off last year. They let their emotions, and they're taking it personally, and they're using their emotions to their advantage, but Boston just kind of feels like they're too cool for school. Right now, they're like, yeah, you know, we've already been to the NBA Finals, and no, I think when you're at this point, you need to channel that stuff and use that stuff, and right now the Heat are, and I really can't make heads or tails of what it is that is motivating the Boston Celtics right now.
Oh,
Really seem like much. They had an opportunity. They smelled blood in the water to crush Boston's hopes. And my takeaway from this game is that they did that tonight. They crushed Boston's hopes 149 to nothing. Seriously. We are going.